In this video, we look at the characteristics and lives of orangutans, a close relative of humans. Their future is threatened and they have a unique way of life. The name orangutan is derived from the Malay words orang, meaning man, and hutan, meaning forest. Orangutan means man of the forest in Malay and Indonesian. The scientific name for orangutans is pongo. Orangutan is a genus of tailless monkey. Today they are only found on the islands of Borneo and Sumatra. The DNA of humans and orangutans is 97% identical. Orangutan females and males differ significantly in size and shape. This is called sexual dimorphism. Males have broad facial features. Their cheeks are elongated to the side. Females have pointed facial features. Males have long thick hair and throat pouches. These sacs grow larger as the male orangutan matures. An adult male orangutan weighs between 50 and 90 kilograms. They are between 1.25 and 1.5 meters tall. Their arms are up to 2 meters long when extended. 1 in 3 orangutans has no nails on the thumb. Adult orangutan females weigh between 30 and 50 kilograms. They are about 1 meter tall. Orangutans are the largest tree-dwelling mammals. Most orangutans live in trees. Their long arms are suitable for living in trees. Orangutans can live 34 to 40 years in the wild and 50 years in captivity. They prefer forested areas and river valleys and places where fruits are abundant. They spend most of their time on trees. Tropical rainforests are an ideal habitat for orangutans. Orangutans are omnivores. Most of their diet consists of fruits. As seed dispersers, they are very beneficial to the ecological system. Humans, bonobos, chimpanzees, and gorillas are living relatives of orangutans. Orangutans evolved separately from this lineage 14 million years ago. The closest humanoid apes to humans are chimpanzees and bonobos, which belong to the genus Pan. Then come gorillas and orangutans. The orangutan is a little more distant than the others. Apart from humans, orangutans are the only tailless apes living in Asia. Orangutans take a long time to develop like humans. Orangutans have a slow reproduction process. Orangutans have 3 different subspecies. Orangutan pregnancy is very similar to human pregnancy. Their gestation lasts about 8 to 9 months. Each birth produces 1 cub. Birth usually takes place in nests more than 30 meters high. The nests are carefully constructed to protect and adapt the young. Orangutans have the longest infant development period among the tailless apes. Their infancy lasts until the age of 3, early childhood until the age of 7, and middle childhood until the age of 10. The cubs stay with their mother until they are 7 to 8 years old. Orangutan babies are literally completely dependent on their mothers. Babies stick to their mother's body until they are at least 2 and up to 4 years old. They move from tree to tree with their mother. They learn everything during this long period with their mother. Because of this long developmental period, females give birth only 7 to 9 years apart. This is the longest birth interval among land mammals. Male cubs leave their mother earlier than female cubs. After leaving the mother, the orangutan begins the process of nest building. This is strongly influenced by their habitat. Forest productivity is important in this regard. Female orangutans reach sexual maturity between the ages of 10 and 15. However, they do not have offspring until they are at least 15 years old. They usually become pregnant after mating. Male orangutans are often abandoned by females because they do not contribute to the care of the baby. Orangutans' high intelligence, use of technology, culture, and language capacity are advanced cognitive skills. Orangutans' social life and cognitive skills have been studied since the 1970s. This research shows that they have a complex social system like chimpanzees and gorillas. They lead a semi-solitary life. That is, they prefer to spend most of their time alone, except for the relationship between mother and offspring and adult female and adult male. The least social species are orangutans in Borneo. Most of the socialization of male orangutans with females is sexual. There's also very little socialization between males. Males are known to have aggressive behavior towards each other. That's why they meet less often. Male orangutans live a more solitary life than females. Females show less aggression and more socialization. One of the most important reasons that pushes orangutans to a solitary life is the search for food over a wide area. When food is abundant, orangutans have the opportunity to socialize and gather in small groups. The most important part of orangutans' learning process is their childhood with their mothers. During this period, the cubs learn everything by observing and imitating their mothers. This includes basic facts such as access to food, what food can be eaten, and building a nest. By replenishing the nest every day, orangutans gain experience in this way. Field studies have shown that orangutans lead a similar lifestyle to their mothers. One of the most important indicators of cognitive ability is tool use. Orangutans, like other humanoid apes, have this skill. Of course, this skill is unique to them. The most advanced primate in tool use is the chimpanzee. Tool use is largely acquired through social learning. In other words, it requires imitation and information sharing. According to a report published in 2008, an orangutan on the island of Borneo was observed trying to catch fish by imitating fishermen. Another example is from the USA. At the beach safari park in South Carolina, an orangutan named Surya was seen feeding penguins with the leftovers of his meal. Tool use is a complex skill that is often used to reach food. Orangutans, like chimpanzees, are omnivores. But they lag behind chimpanzees in this skill. According to the socio-ecological theory of Dutch primatologist Karel Kinskake and colleagues, tool use emphasizes the ability to innovate and its ecological basis. In other words, tool use requires not only intelligence but also favorable environmental conditions. The time orangutans spend on the ground is the shortest period of their lives. The time they spend on the ground is 1% of their daily time. They are mostly found in trees. This means they have a smaller variety of tools. However, because chimpanzees spend more time on the ground, they have a greater variety of tools. Another difference is the obstacles they face and their experience of overcoming them. Being in a tree reduces the use of the hands. On land, however, the hands remain free. This is also called the landiness effect. The diversity of tools creates more experiences and enhances social learning. Being on the ground facilitates knowledge transfer. One important factor that enhances tool use is the mother-cub relationship in orangutans. However, research shows that in this relationship, the cub is less attentive to objects. The mother remains passive in directing the cub. This has also been observed in other primates in captivity. Orangutans are in danger of extinction. Very rarely albino orangutans are also seen. According to local organizations, a female albino rescued from captivity in 2017 was the first sighting in 25 years. A 16-year scientific study in Borneo found that more than 100,000 orangutans have been killed by humans since the early 21st century. A team from Chester Zoo in Britain proved that human-built suspension bridges can be used by orangutans to cross fragmented forest areas. This method is now being used. But scientists say the definitive solution is to reforest the destroyed areas.